Hello everyone. You are listening to this audiobook on channel Voice for Purpose by NSS IIT Bombay.
The Gupta Empire, although often overshadowed in the history books by other more well-known empires and dynasties such as the Mauryas, the Mughals or the Sultanate, is no doubt one of the most definitive chapters of Indian history. The Guptas ruled vast swaths of the subcontinent from the 4th century to the 6th century AD. The science, economy, art and culture of this country flourished in an unprecedented way under their rule, which is often called the Golden Age of India. The dynasty was founded by Sri Gupta in or around AD 240. There are several theories as to the place of origin, with some historians suggesting that the empire originated in the Doab region in Uttar Pradesh based on the plenitude of Gupta inscriptions and coins found there. Others say that the place of origin is modern-day West Bengal. The primary evidence of this claim is the accounts of Yijing, a Buddhist monk. Yijing writes that Sri Gupta had built a temple for Chinese pilgrims in modern-day West Bengal. The Gupta rule reached its peak in the 150 odd years under the rule of the following monarchs: Chandragupta I, not to be confused with Chandragupta Maurya, Samudragupta, Chandragupta II or Vikramaditya, Kumaragupta and Skandagupta. During this time, the Guptas reached their peak both territory-wise and culturally. Let us go through the reigns of these kings one by one. Chandragupta I was the inception of the Gupta dominance in the subcontinent. While Sri Gupta and his successor and Chandragupta's father Ghatotkacha held the title Maharaja, accounts from this period refer to Chandragupta as Maharaja Dhiraja or the Great King of Kings. This suggests that the empire greatly expanded under him. His son Samudragupta was another great conqueror who spread the Gupta rule across India. He is credited with having supplanted the 8 kings of Aryabhatta in the north, the 12 kingdoms of Dakshinapat or the south, and having conquered much of central India. Samudragupta was religious and partook in rituals. He was an able ruler and also a prolific musician and poet. Chandragupta II, who assumed the title of Vikramaditya, is arguably the greatest Gupta ruler. Under his reign, the territory of the Guptas spread coast to coast. He vanquished the western Kshatrapas and the Bengal chiefs and established a second capital at Ujjain. Under Vikramaditya, both Hindu and non-Hindu cultures flourished. His court was graced by the 9 jewels of the Navaratna, which included Kalidasa and Amarasimha. Fahian visited India under his reign. Kumaragupta and Skandagupta oversaw what was the beginning of the demise of the Gupta Empire. Kumaragupta's most notable achievement was the founding of Nalanda. Under his reign, the Gupta Empire faced 2 big obstacles: the Pushyamitras in the Narmada Valley and the Kidarites in the northwest. Although Skandagupta eventually managed to counter these threats, the empire was left in a weakened state from which it never recovered. The Guptas were Hindu rulers, but they were tolerant of other religions, which led to the flourishment of both Hindu and Buddhist art during this period. The Dashavatara temple is a fine example of Gupta period art. Fahian, who visited India during this period, records extensively the advancement in Buddhist art and culture under the Guptas and also life in general. His writings are a rich source of information about that period. Fahian notes that Chandragupta II was a fair and benevolent ruler. The legal and taxation systems were lenient with no corporal punishment, and the people were mostly vegetarian. Almost every remarkable achievement that we associate with ancient India came about during this period. The concept of zero and the suggestion that the earth is round and rotates about its own axis were put forth by Aryabhatta. Sushruta wrote the Sushruta Samhita, a book on erstwhile Ayurvedic medicine, along with his pioneering work on surgery. Kalidasa championed Sanskrit literature. Chess was invented during this period. Numerals with base 10, the days of the week and even the Kama Sutra belong to this period. All these remarkable achievements beg the question, why is the Gupta period, which undoubtedly forms a large part of our history, culture and heritage, always getting overlooked by the average history reader? This is our small effort to save this period in time from its undeserved obscurity.
So hope you guys had fun. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel for more interesting audiobooks.